right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. It's me, your host, Aaron Shin. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Seline Jung.
Hi.
The 26-year-old intern, Chris, can't make it today, but I'm joined by Jay, our sound engineer.
Hi, Jay.
And Andrew, just good riddance. Well, his brother's in town, so he can't make it.
Yeah.
Sells, how are you?
I mean, how are you?
We're great.
Because we're great, the pair of you. Haven't seen anyone in weeks.
I know. You've been really like honed in on work, huh?
I've just been in when I'm really stressed about something or preoccupied with work, it's like I need to just like I've stopped drinking, I've stopped like socializing.
You definitely I know the not drinking part of you for sure.
Yeah. Which, like, that for me is not hard anyways, but it's just, like, I really shut down and just become, like, I'm just, like, me.
Yeah.
Solitary.
For sure.
Yeah. Which is, like, good and bad. It's, like, good. I really do feel like I'm detoxing in a way. But then at the same time, like, last night I was, like, lonely. I was
oh, my
like,
God.
Wait, not last night.
So, Seline, what do you do
night.
when you're lonely?
When I'm lonely, I lie in bed and I text people that I'm lonely.
Like your friends in America?
No, I just I text random people I'm thinking about. I'm like, I'm lonely.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Wait, what did you do on Saturday night? Don't you have class on Saturdays?
No, I had class during the day.
Oh.
And then at night, that was when everyone was coming back from Busan. Right. Because you guys all went to Busan without me.
We did.
But yeah, I was just chilling. Yeah, it was a chill Saturday.
You should have hit me up. I think I was just chilling too.
Really?
Chilling
this
hard.
guy came back early. He came back on Friday.
Yeah, I came back Friday night.
Yeah.
Saturday I worked in the morning
Yeah.
and then in the evening just,
Yeah.
chilled hard. Played Mario Golf.
Nice.
Yeah. So our Busan trip though was
how was it?
pretty fun, man. Like I'm not really a beach person. I never have been my entire life. I definitely hate sand and all that shit. And I don't tan easily. I'm super pale, but I don't know. This trip was just a blast. I think it's because our Airbnb was so close to the beach.
Right.
Like I was able to go back and forth.
Oh shit.
Like in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Like,
you
I
could
had
be
to-
like, hey guys, I'm going home.
No, I literally was like, I have to take a dump. I'm just gonna go back to the Airbnb and like take a nice dump and then
it's
come
always
back.
about the dump.
It was also very low pressure. Like there was no itinerary. It's like
That's
all
the
we did was
best,
go to the
isn't
beach,
that? Yeah.
and there wasn't any pressure to like, let's go see this spot, let's go here, and like.
And everyone was on the same page.
Yeah.
And which is crazy because it was a big. I mean,
Decently
it wasn't
sized,
a
yeah.
big group.
Well, because the first day it was just 4 of us.
Yeah.
So that was really chill, like really mellow. And then people joined us the second day towards like late afternoon. But by that point, like go to the beach, get some sun, we'll get dinner.
Come back,
Yeah. Then the day after that was like our one full day together. So we went to Haeundae Beach that day. That was so much fun. Okay, can we just
The
say
main beach in Busan.
Haeundae
The giant one.
is just way better than Gwangalli, like leagues better.
Way better than what?
Gwangalli?
What's
Yeah,
that?
Kwangali Beach. There's 2 like main beaches in Busan.
Oh, I've
yeah,
never been to Busan.
They're both like very, very popular. I think Kwangali has the view of the bridge, so that's why it's popular. But it's also more of like in the bay,
And I think more like water sports. Yeah.
yeah, true. There's like surfing going on, paddleboarding and stuff.
But like
And then-
so much trash.
Yeah, it was
It was crazy.
You're
upsetting.
kidding.
Yeah,
It was upsetting. It's like it's like akin to like in a horror movie when like, the woman's lying in bed and she sees like one cockroach on her wall and then she's like, what? And then she like looks down and sees
And
like,
it's
the
like a
bed is full of
colony.
bed is full of cockroaches. Like that was literally my reaction when I think Jay was like, yo, it's kind of dirty, huh? I don't know, Peter was like,
Yeah.
yo, it's kind of dirty, huh? And I was like, not that. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's some trash. And then I just looked down and there was like trash everywhere around
Yeah.
me. Like I was like, it's in my hair. It was like so gross. It was so gross.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
That's like
Dude, Elaine and Jiwon
unacceptable.
found a syringe on the ground.
no.
Yeah.
Washed
Wait.
up on the beach.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I know. But, in retrospect, though, I was like, maybe it was like a vaccination syringe, not like crack cocaine or something.
No, but still, it's
Yeah.
like, why
It's
wasn't that
disgusting.
disposed?
Yeah. And the
Wait,
thing
I
is,
would have left as soon as I saw the syringe.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Right?
I think my thing was like,
oh my
Just, go home, take a nice long shower. Oh my God, Peter didn't wash his swim trunks after we got back. Yeah. And the next day, his swim trunks stank up the entire Airbnb.
You're joking.
Not joking.
No!
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What did they smell like?
Fermented fish.
Yeah, just disgusting, trashy
because
fish.
Of the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's going to happen, I think.
Regardless
if it's a trashy beach or not.
No.
You should just always rinse your swim trunks after you go swimming.
It doesn't smell like fermented
I mean, it would smell rancid.
I didn't smell it, luckily.
Yeah, no, it was gross.
I bet Elaine smelled it.
Oh, Elaine smelled it.
Yeah.
She
Elaine
smelled
and
it.
Cindy.
Yeah. Very sensitive noses, those two. But yeah, I mean, so even with the trash beach, it was like really sad. When we went to Haeundae, water was clear. I could see like my feet beneath the water. Beautiful. And I noticed that they had a girl with a net just like going around the water collecting trash.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't they do this with every fucking beach? Because the thing about Gwangalli is like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids. And they're just swimming in fucking shit. It's really bad. Like
pissing
health concerns.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Did you pee in the water by any chance, Jay? Be honest.
Oh,
I did.
I did too. Twice.
Wait, I just realized Jay is tan.
I'm tan.
I don't.
Yeah.
Jay is so tan.
And what about me?
Yeah.
You aren't, surprisingly.
Damn it, dude.
But yeah, you're tan.
You are. You're looking dark.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you look like well rested.
No, we spent a lot of time in the sun.
Yeah.
Anyone get sun poisoning?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Although I did get sun poisoning a few weeks ago when I was out going to the pool with Jaehyun a lot at the Mondrian. My first day out there, we were suntanning for like 4 hours, and I came back with rashes all over my arms.
Yeah,
it was
you
really
have to be
bad.
careful.
Yeah,
Do you guys normally call it sun poisoning? Is that a new thing?
it's a thing. It's not a new thing.
I've never heard that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always called it sun poisoning.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's sunburnt to me.
No, because
Oh no, because
that's
sun
different.
poisoning is an actual thing where sometimes you will get very nauseous and start going dizzy.
Oh.
It's also known as polymorphic light eruption.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that's the technical term. Yeah.
Some people like pass out, but then some people they actually have like nausea.
Yeah, like you
and
can feel sick.
dizziness symptoms for like.
Actually, it does say it's
hours.
basically a really extreme
heat
sunburn.
exhaustion?
It's basically a really extreme
really?
sunburn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Dude, this is funny. Treatments for sun poisoning. Number 1, get out of the sun. It's like, word, yeah.
Yeah,
Get away
that
from the
makes
sun.
sense.
Yeah. Tell us about how's work?
Work is.
Give us some highlights,
work.
lowlights. What's going on in your life?
Low lights is just the constant stress. And like the reason why I can't meet people and have a social life is because like even if I do have like, if I'm not physically at the office or working, I just like have so much to catch up on. Like preparing for classes the next day, grading papers, like sending feedback. It's just like if I'm not doing it at that moment, like I'll just it's like that tidal wave.
I
It'll
get
just,
it,
like,
yeah.
You know.
How many classes are you teaching? 6?
At the most it was 6.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
It was crazy.
And
now
like-
it's 3.
And
thank
each class
God.
was averaging 10 kids, 15.
The most was like nearly 15.
That's so insane.
yeah. But the night classes, thank God, were just like 4.
Okay, not too bad.
It's been okay. Last year was worse. I fainted last year.
Yeah. Well, if you want to
Yeah.
hear
We
that story, check out Millennial Burnout.
Yes, burnout.
Yeah.
That was bad. But then this year I didn't faint. Kind of was on the verge of it a couple times.
Well,
but
do you
only
think
'cause
you're
I'm
better
not eating.
equipped to handle that stress, having gone through that gauntlet last year?
Yeah, I know what it's like, and I also know what I need to do. Like I have to eat. I have to take care of myself.
Right.
But and the not drinking thing has been helping.
Yeah, I feel like
think
you always do that towards like the
if
middle
I was
of summer.
drinking on top of this, I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
But it's been okay. There have been a few funny moments with students.
Yeah.
Like, just every once in a while, you have a funny student that makes everything worth it. Or, like, they'll say something crazy.
Dude, kids are so ridiculous.
Like, they're so ridiculous.
Dude, I showed you that-
I don't know if they're, like, so smart or just, like, all complete idiots.
I think that kids, they
Like-
do it for like the eggio kind of. Like they know that it's a kind of a funny
There are
response.
definitely some kids.
You know,
But, like I have one kid who he kind of stopped because I like got really mean in front of everyone and like I told him off. But
my God.
he would like just be a smart aleck on Skype because he's an online student. So he would just be like typing all the shit, like talking shit in the Skype chat.
Oh, not about you though.
No, not about me, but he would like answer
snide, I see.
Like he would answer questions I asked him, but obviously be like looking things up online and copying and pasting it. And then when the other kids would be like, why'd you just copy and paste that?
Yeah.
'Cause
He's like, it's actually
obvious.
called a polymorphic light eruption.
No. That was literally this kid.
Yeah.
And then he would say shit like, I'm smarter than all of you.
Wow.
I know these things. I know everything. I know
what
a lot
grade?
of
What
things.
grade?
What a little bitch.
7.
Dude, that's pretty early to
Oh
like
my
have
God,
a fucking
7.
Yeah.
god complex.
And then so I was like, dude, cut that shit out.
Yeah.
You're not doing that anymore.
So he stopped.
And so he actually completely stopped.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
I mean,
yeah.
it helps if like someone could be real with him. You know, it's like worse to just
Yeah.
like. I think some teachers would make the mistake of just being whatever. It's a summer class. I'll never see this kid ever again. But yeah, I think that there's something to be said about being mean to students, just to at least correct behavior that's not acceptable.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Because I'm really
right.
bad at that. When I was teaching, I
You
kind
know
of.
what? It's hard.
It is
It's
hard.
Yeah.
I don't like making people feel bad in general. You know what I mean? So I remember we had one kid who just never did the vocab and was like pretty just bad at the class.
Yeah.
And I just,
oh my
I just
God.
made it a joke. I was like, okay, well, if like Stanley can get this one vocab word
Oh, you
correct.
told me that. You
Yeah.
told me that,
We're going to have
yeah.
a pizza party. And they're like, you can do it, Stanley. You can do it. I'm like,
Do you think that made him feel bad?
no,
or-
I think he liked it because it made him feel included.
Yeah.
Because it was like he just wasn't making friends. He wasn't, very vocal. And so it kind of helped unite the students. And then even when he didn't get the fucking questions right, I'd be like, all right, one more redeeming opportunity for Stanley. If
let-
Stanley gets
yeah.
this, then like all the points go to your team. Like,
Yeah.
so we
That's
really gamified it.
cute.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
played a lot of vocab games to my kids. When I wanted to waste like 30 minutes of
should
class
do
time, dude, it's the
that.
best.
I'm gonna do that maybe on Wednesday.
You
second
should.
to last class. Just
Or
waste
what do you
time
normally
with
do on
vocab
your
games.
last class? Do you have like do you watch like clips?
I don't have a thing actually. I
Okay.
just like literally do the class.
Wow.
But I don't want to. So
You should like show them
You're a hard
highlights. Wait, do you teach Macbeth in any of your classes?
No.
Oh man, I used to teach Macbeth, and so the last day I'd be like, "We're gonna watch this wonderful performance by Frances McDowell or some shit like that."
and
You
just
know?
show like a 30-minute YouTube clip.
yeah. And they're like clearly just so bored. I'm like, she's an amazing actress.
Yeah,
like this is
yeah.
one of the best Lady Macbeth renditions in history.
Oh my god, that's the thing about these kids. It's like when they're not appreciating
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that you're trying to really show them, it's like, okay, you guys are just dumb.
Yeah. But yeah,
Get culture.
vocab games for sure.
Yeah.
And then also the pizza party. Like last
I
hour.
know. If it wasn't
I would just buy
COVID, are you
pizza.
kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
I would get them pizza.
So then your final class is going to be next Saturday. And so like what are we going to do? We're going to have a party?
I really want to do something. I just want to like hang out and drink. I really want to drink tequila.
Okay. Well,
But
you know
I
what?
also do. I like have a vacation coming up. So.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Tell us
right,
about
right.
that. So what's the sort of you're flying into New York first?
No, I'm flying into LA.
Okay.
So like LA City for 2 nights, and then I'm going to wine country near Santa Barbara.
Ooh.
2 nights.
Lovely.
I booked a romantic vacation for myself.
Do you like doing those solo trips like R&R?
I love it, and also haven't done it in a long
Mm.
time. So I booked like a trail ride, a half-day trail ride.
Wow.
So I'm going horse riding in the mountains.
That sounds amazing.
Thing is, I can't. I'm just obviously we're very different in that regard, Celine. I could never go on a vacation by myself.
Could
I-
you, Jay?
Surprisingly, I've only done one real solo trip, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and
I love it too.
Yeah, I'm good at being by myself, so I
Me
think I like
too.
doing that stuff.
I mean, I definitely think I could do like a 2 days waiting for my friends to meet up with me in Europe.
Right,
you
but
know?
not a destination by
Yeah,
yourself.
definitely would
yeah.
want to like link up with people for sure. Yeah. I would just stay at the hotel the whole time if it was just me.
Really, yeah.
And
but
there's something-
that's also fun too. There's something
Exactly.
about that that's
I
fun.
love that. You know,
like
like,
just being in a hotel by yourself.
When
with
I
no
went to
plans.
Manila a few years ago, I mean, also Manila was kind of a little dangerous. It was a little sketchy. A lot sketchier than I thought it was going to be.
I wouldn't go around by myself.
Yeah, so I basically just stayed at the hotel for 3 days. Yeah, which at the time I was like, oh, I'm missing out on something. But then I like looked at all these like travel blogs, and they're like, nah, you're really not missing out on much in
Oh my
Manila.
god, LOL.
Yeah,
Okay, so I can stay in the hotel.
yeah, but do you travel solo dolo a lot, like pre-pandemic?
Weirdly, I've never done international solo by myself. I've only done Jeju. I was
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This time last year I went
I
to
remember,
Jeju by
yeah.
myself, and then U.S.
Oh my god, that just reminds
But,
me.
yeah.
So you know how I was joking on the podcast a few weeks ago about how like you and Andrew are both like super like, you know, always going places by yourself and shit. I'm like, what is Andrew doing? I caught that motherfucker on Bumble.
Shut the hell up.
No, not even fucking kidding. Not even fucking kidding. We were at the beach and I saw him texting in like yellow text, and I just go like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, what?"
Wait.
Literally.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna say you came across his profile.
Although Chloe Kim said she came across his profile on Bumble recently.
Wait,
That's
keep
awesome.
going. You
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
him texting someone.
Yeah. But then even before that, I was hanging out with Andrew one like maybe last Friday, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I have dinner plans," and like I always make this joke, but I'm like with a homie, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah," and then he like let it slip that it was a girl, and I was like, "Oh my God, come on, she's not a homie, she's like a Tinder date, right?" And he finally like caved. He's like, "Yeah, I've gone on a few dates, man, like, but like nothing to tell you about."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
assumed that. It's just he
Of
just
course,
doesn't
but
want to talk about it.
he just doesn't talk about
Yeah.
it. But like,
He-
I am curious because, you know, Andrew's someone who will go on a date and I'll be like, "How was it?" And he'll be like, "It was fine." And I'm like, "Come on, bro!" Like, you know,
Which is the opposite of you.
yeah, dude, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, spill the beans.
Yeah, the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you're gonna do this romantic getaway by yourself.
Yeah, romantic getaway by myself, and then I'm flying into New York.
And you're gone for
then-
6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
Damn,
fucking crazy, dude.
son.
And then my sister and I are going to Maine. We're going glamping
Cool.
in Maine in Acadia
Nice.
National Park.
Nice.
And then flying back into New York, and then her boyfriend is picking us up from the airport.
I
And
mean,
we're,
Chef Jeremiah Stone.
Yeah, shout out, Chef.
Shout out Chef Jeremiah Stone.
And the three of us rented a house in the Catskills for like 4 nights.
Cute. Aw.
Yeah. So this is the first time that I'm meeting her boyfriend.
Right.
And, like just spending time together.
Do you think that's gonna be like awkward, like having
I
hang?
don't think so because
The onus really falls on them to not make it awkward. I feel like.
yeah, and I will make sure they don't make it awkward. Because if they make it awkward, I will be mad.
Yeah, for sure.
I will be mad. But yeah, and then coming back to New York and spending like a week or two before coming back here.
So then, when do you get back to Seoul? Like mid
I think
September?
like September 13 or 14.
Because I'm flying out. Like
Wait,
I'm gonna be gone for about 2 weeks for my mom's birthday.
only 2 weeks?
Yeah, and then Jaehyun's meeting me in San Francisco the second week, and we're gonna like hang out a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And then coming back together?
Yeah. That's the plan.
Nice.
But dude, we really got to like record 12 episodes or something like up front or something.
Wait, when are you leaving?
I think I haven't bought my ticket yet. I think I'm leaving on the 14th or 15th, like right when you
Wait,
get back.
that's when I get
yeah.
back.
Because my mom's birthday's on the 16th and her party's on the 18th. So I need to get there like probably 15th. But anyway, that's exciting. Damn. And I feel like Chris is going to leave us at some
No,
point.
like permanently?
Yeah. I
think so,
Because he's
yeah.
finished up, the intern's finished up with his online class, with the coding class.
Yeah.
And now he's applying for jobs. So whatever job he gets, I'm sure it's going to be based in the States.
But wouldn't it be remote?
Well, I mean, either way, he's not going to do the wake up at 5 a.m. do class forever.
yeah.
And I think we all know he'd rather be in America than Korea. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a return flight or like flight there. He just kept it a secret.
Yeah.
Fucking traitor.
Yeah.
Well,
he actually is going to leave us.
We're looking for new people to join the podcast because clearly we're going to have to restructure everything in a few
Damn.
weeks.
And what's happening with Andrew?
Andrew's extending his
true.
stay.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indefinitely, but not sure. I mean, he wants to maybe start a restaurant. He keeps saying that. Who
Yeah.
knows what opportunities arise, but
But for now, staying.
I think so. Yeah. But yeah,
Jay's
it's
staying.
crazy.
Yeah, for the foreseeable.
But aren't
future.
you?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you were going to go back to the States for like a stint at one point?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for sure at some point. Probably sometime in the winter.
Gotcha.
After October, because my parents are visiting in
Oh, yeah.
end of October to
Oh, yeah.
November, so probably after that.
Wait, do you know, Seline, if you have to quarantine when you come back? Like what the
I
deal
think
is?
you do.
I do.
I
You
don't.
don't because you got vaccinated here. Fuck.
You know, my friend just came back and he got vaccinated in the States, but somehow he got an exemption. So
Okay.
I think there's some way you can apply for an exemption. You just have to contact your consulate there and something. I don't know what the deal
Dude,
is.
if I have to quarantine again, sorry, Mom, I'm not going to America for your birthday. That's just what it is. You
Aaron,
know?
you should figure that out because I feel like there's more
lot of
likely
paperwork.
than not you
Yeah.
probably have to quarantine.
there is a
I have
way,
to renew my
but-
F4 visa as well. I have like so much shit. I need paperwork I need to file in the next like
Yeah.
3 weeks. It's really stressful.
I renewed mine, and I got my driver's license.
Oh
here.
yeah, congrats.
Yeah,
You did?
Yeah.
So
When?
more trips, hopefully. Last Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Last week.
congrats.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
I'm going to Jeju at the end of the month, so I'll be able to
Nice.
drive there.
Oh
You
shit.
can rent a car there.
What are your
Benji's
Jeju
gonna
dates?
Rent it, and
Oh,
then
right.
I'll just drive here and there.
What are your dates at Jeju?
21, 25.
21.
Did you guys know
25.
1 million people a month are going to Jeju?
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
1 million every month.
How can they fit that many people?
I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, wouldn't the island sink?
Yeah.
How is that physically
Oh, Jeju sounds
possible?
so fun. Actually, that sounds great.
Yeah. I'm excited. I haven't been since the 4th grade.
Yeah,
When you went horseback riding.
riding
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah. Jeju is fun.
Well, speaking of riding horses, so you went riding yesterday. Have you been watching any of the Olympic events in dressage or equestrian?
I have not, but that's because I haven't watched any Olympics.
Yeah, because you don't really care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't.
I mean, I don't
And
think
don't
I
feel
really
bad about
care.
it. I don't
Yeah.
even
Have you
care
ever
about-
cared?
I have ever cared.
Me too.
Yeah, I have.
I used to care.
It's just not this year. I don't know what it is.
I feel like Beijing Olympics was like really dope. I remember
Oh, I
that
was
so
into
clearly.
Beijing. I was
Yeah,
into
such a
Beijing.
beautiful like opening ceremony. I did not even watch this year's opening ceremony. I've caught a few.
I didn't know it happened until
Like
a
literally until the
couple hours
news.
after,
yeah. I did manage to. I did want to watch skateboarding, men and women skateboarding. So I downloaded a
'cause that's,
VPN. I signed up for Peacock streaming, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to watch. But otherwise, I'm kind of checked out with the Olympics.
I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's COVID.
It just doesn't feel like it should be. I don't know. I don't want
It
to say
almost
that
just feels like there's some field. It's like a field.
it's a field day. Yeah, exactly.
Where
It's
it's
a field day because there's no one in the audience really,
Yeah.
right? No one's posting about their trip to Japan to see
There's
the Tokyo
also
Olympics.
not that much drama, but I don't know. I might be out of the loop. But
I mean, there was
there's
this Simone Biles story was kind
her
of
dropping out was big.
Yeah, but also after a day for the dust to settle, it's yeah, dude, let her drop out. She won so many gold medals. Let her live
Yeah,
her life.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
and then
Other drama. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, me and Jay, but these high jumpers split a gold medal.
what?
Yeah, they're sharing first place, which I think is an Olympic first.
Yeah, because they tied. So either the event could have gone on, but I think the committee or just the judges just wanted to get it over with. So they split it.
So and
That's what makes it a
Yeah.
field day. They're like, yeah, you both win.
Yeah.
I also heard that there are actually mixed gender, sports. Some swimming
really?
relays, mixed gender.
Oh, interesting.
And hurdles or something. And then there's one transgender athlete, first transgender athlete.
I think the transgender thing, I did read about that too. South Park did an episode about that many years ago. But what are your feelings on that? If you transition, you're born a man, say, right? And with higher levels of testosterone, and then you transition when you're pretty young, but you still had those levels of testosterone to help you gain more muscle. Do you think that there's anything to be said about that or no?
But that's me. I don't think it's about levels of testosterone, how much testosterone or estrogen you have in
Right.
your body. Because also there are a lot of female athletes who have a shit ton of testosterone.
No, true.
And
Oh my
then
God,
there
I
are
was
a lot
watching
of-
the wrestling, female
Yeah.
wrestling. I was like, these women would fucking annihilate me. And they looked
No,
mean.
Exactly.
They looked mean.
Exactly. And there aren't even just two genders, what's the difference between, I don't know, to me, there's no difference. There's no difference. And also it's who cares?
I think that's erring on that side. It makes more sense to me. Who really gives a shit?
Yeah.
I feel like I can see why athletes might get a little bit upset about it because
but it's
they take
also
their competition very
no,
seriously.
for sure. But it's also you all are on steroids and
speaking
mad
of-
performance enhancing
Well,
drugs.
speaking of,
so-
okay, so Russia should not be competing in these Olympics, but they so you know what happened with Russia, right? Russia for years had been doping their athletes. Secretly
is that surprising?
It is. It is because
Why?
there are protocols to ensure that you don't dope. But they
Everyone dopes,
no,
though,
no, no,
no?
They get caught and kicked out.
No. This was a big deal, Seline, because they actually had it where it's when you're walking to the doping center, we're gonna swap out your piss.
Mm-hmm.
They had it all the state sponsored setup to help
Yeah.
them get away with it, which
Wait,
is
at these Olympics?
no.
or
I
just
think It was probably at the Russia Olympics or something. Which
Or
one
maybe
was
at
it?
like qualifying tournaments.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
They have them every
but a
couple
documentary
years or
came out
something.
about
Yeah.
it called Icarus. You should check it out on Netflix. But I mean, unprecedented levels of conspiracy. Yeah, so they're banned technically for the next 4 years, but they like had a workaround where all the Russian athletes are like independent contractors for Russia and are still competing like under a different flag and everything. Yeah.
Oh my
Which
God.
then goes into like, again, I don't really care as a viewer, right? But I can see why the athletes care because like even if the guy didn't dope, if you lose to that person, there's always going to be that kind of what if, and that would drive me nuts. You know, being like this guy, these two Russian swimmers beat out this dude. Like I think his name's Ryan Murphy or something, or maybe that's the guy who started.
Ryan Lochte?
Maybe?
Ryan Murphy's a TV
Yeah,
guy.
he made American Horror Story. Sorry,
Lee.
but yeah. So basically, this Ryan guy got third place. By a very small margin to these two Russian guys. And in a press conference afterwards, he didn't say directly anything, but he was like, it's a pretty shitty feeling, like kind of knowing that it's not an even game. Like there are some people that have, you know, a little help going on. And so Twitter was kind of up in a storm about that, being like, are you accusing them directly? And I mean, Russia has a lot of like PR to do in terms of that, but also I don't think Russia cares to address these accusations at all either.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like when you think of what a fair game is, it's like, is there was no level playing field to begin with, and there never was going to be.
That's so interesting to bring up, you know, because like Simone Biles, for example, and she's not the first to bring this up. Naomi
Osaka
was talking about it, and Phelps had talked about it. Michael Phelps has been talking about this for years about like athletic mental health, but maybe in the future it'll be like, oh, they had an unfair advantage because they come from like a stable family, and like I have a lot of trauma that like fucks with my head. I mean, like, you know, the line between the mental and the physical. I mean, the Olympics are a very mental game. All these games are very mental.
100%.
But then to think about, oh, this person has an advantage because they have like a healthy coaching system or something, you know? It just makes you think, because Korean athletes get pushed to the brink, you know? Like our culture is pretty ruthless and a lot of bullying, a lot of abuse.
Right.
And it does get results. But then again, I don't know. I wonder if there's any country that just is so chill, you know, and they're like, hey, just try your best. And like
Jamaica?
they do really well. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that too.
Cool
like,
runnings.
Just do your best.
Yeah, just do your best, literally. But I just feel like all athletes, like you don't get there to like Olympian level without being severely traumatized.
Absolutely.
You know, and then some just happen to be more than others.
And then that begs the question, is it worth it? Like that glory of being the best pole vaulter.
Right.
Was it worth, you know, all the relationships and the abuse you endured? I don't know.
Right. It's insane.
I'm not an athlete. I don't think any of us here are really athletes. Although Jay is athletic. He's good at a lot of different sports.
Everyone here likes sports, right? Yeah.
Wait, Jay, did you play on teams and stuff in high school?
Just on golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Golf.
Yeah.
And
But
then-
I really enjoy playing sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about you? Did you play sports?
No.
I did track and field.
I hated all sports other than riding horses.
Right. That's such a funny, like, snobby thing to say, though. That's like a soundbite. It's like, I hate all sports except riding horses.
Exactly.
I hate them all.
People, yeah.
Wait, can
LOL.
you, so my girlfriend's going to hate me on this. Like, she got really pissed at me when I brought this up the other day, but dressage is like the silliest thing in the world to me.
It's not.
Okay, defend dressage.
Oh my God. You don't, okay, this is the thing about dressage. So those horses, the reason why they look silly is because the point is you're supposed to look like you're not doing anything on the horse. You're sitting on the horse and the horse is doing everything. That's what it looks like, right? Those horses, every little shift in your seat, weight in your calf, flick of the wrist is a signal for the horse.
Right.
Every little movement. You're controlling that horse. The horse isn't doing it just because it wants to. In fact, the horse probably doesn't want to do it.
Right.
You,
So you're not really making a strong case for dressage right now.
Animal abuse.
these horses love their job. Especially those horses are treated like kings.
Okay, this is we're going to return back to this, but that reminds me, I have this really good idea for a cafe.
Yeah.
It's a cafe where dogs make the coffee.
Oh yeah.
You train them to like hit a button with their paw
Yeah,
or their
for
nose.
sure.
But then I
It's
pitched that idea.
possible.
It's totally possible. Then I pitched the idea. Then someone was like, "Yeah, but isn't that kind of like animal abuse and exploitation?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "I mean, yeah, but what isn't at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you know?" Anyway, going back to
sure.
dancing a horse.
Yeah, it's a really tough sport.
I mean, I see the close-ups. You know when they're riding the horses, they're so sweaty. So I know I definitely see the physical element, and
It's insane.
I understand that, but you're dancing a horse.
But look at what they're doing.
Yeah,
Isn't that insane that you can do all that shit just from shifting a weight in your seat or like using your heels and your calf muscles?
It is insane.
But it's kind of like explaining why a joke is funny. Is you're like going into detail on all these little things
I
when
guess-
normal people will look at it and be like, "What the fuck are
That-
they doing? Why
that
is
horse
this
is
competition?"
spazzing.
But you know what? It's like anything. It's like you try to explain why golf is amazing or try to explain why pole vaulting is amazing,
I mean,
right? It's going to more or less sound like that.
kind of.
Yeah.
I do think dressage
Is
is
it
a
because
little
it's
bit
an
more
animal?
ridiculous. It's because the animal is your vessel, right? Like an animal is your tool. Like in ice skating, your tool is like the rink and your blades, right? But in dressage, it's like my ballet shoes are a horse.
But it's not the horse. Just it's literally it's a two-way street. It's communication.
No, I
You
get it.
know?
I just
It's communication at its like finest level. The fact
Yeah.
that you're communicating with a horse, I bet you couldn't even get a horse to go from trot to canter.
probably not. And
It's
don't want
hard.
to. Yeah, just don't want to.
It's hard, and so it's so crazy. Have you seen show jumping though? I think that's.
I didn't watch it this year, but
prefer
I
show
have
jumping
seen it
to-
before. Yeah.
I prefer that to dressage. Dressage is not my favorite to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, show jumping is insane. Absolutely.
It's insane because
yeah.
it's like these jumps are literally like.
because you could break your back. Like,
Oh, you could, like,
you
die
if you slam. You know, it's funny. A lot of these sports actually have extreme or very extreme. I was watching the uneven bars gymnastics event,
Mm-hmm.
and like, dude, the way that their backs are folding with their
my
legs, like if.
God.
Dude, I know how physics works, man. If like they like hold it wrong, like they're snapping something. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
exactly.
It's insane.
It's like you're this close, like
But
razor thin close.
you know
to, like,
what
getting
my
a
gripe is
concussion.
with some of these Olympic events, and this is me going to troll mode. I'm not really trying to start anything. I don't really believe this, but it's like, hey, do you want to see my talent? Give me 2 uneven bars, and I can show it to you.
Yeah,
do you want
yeah.
to see my talent? Yeah. Give me a trained horse, and I'll show you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's not as cool as saying like, oh, like give me a basketball, and I'll show you how good I am, or like a skateboard, and I'll show you my
You
skill.
think? Because like it's kind of the same thing.
No, my point is that it's not because you need these certain conditions
But
and these
you need
certain
a
tools.
ball and a hoop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a ball and a hoop is way more ubiquitous than a horse or
But does
2
that make a
uneven bars.
difference?
It does if you want to just
The
show someone your
ubiquitousness?
talent. I'm saying like just being
Yeah.
able to show your skills.
So I think that the Olympics have a lot of these quote unquote ridiculous sports that like 1% of the population ever will have the opportunity to do. But something like basketball or soccer is way more accessible to like the normal person because sometimes you just need a ball and then you can kick it and learn how to play. Whereas like even golf, like it's not that accessible to
For
most
sure.
people, you know.
You know, and we talked about this in Busan actually, but that's why I don't think sports like soccer or basketball should be in the Olympics. Because the Olympics also is about I am like the master of my craft at this thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I trained for years on these 2 bars to do this routine for you to get that score. So, and I really appreciate that. Whereas with basketball, baseball, soccer, we have World Series events for all the teams around the world to showcase their talent. So we don't
Yeah.
they don't need another platform. Like the Olympics should be about
Like
physicality and like dominance. So kind of going against what I was saying, that's why I think that some of these sports are important to endure, even ones I think are a little silly like dressage. Like I do deep down understand that it is a very athletic and impressive feat. It's just like if you're really good at dressage, it's going to be like, yeah, give me a horse, but not just any horse. It has to be a really well trained horse because I need my horse to show you my skill. You know what I mean?
I just think like I also kind of appreciate crazy ass sports. Like what's like the weirdest Olympic sport?
Dude, if I Google it,
I love that too.
Yeah.
I always like growing up.
It's like how did you get there?
Yeah.
You know?
Like making a random games and playing it with your friends and getting super competitive about it.
Yeah.
It's like so fun. And I feel like that's a lot of these. I mean, they probably started somewhere, and a lot of people think they're completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you know, in the Winter Olympics,
Curling.
there's the curling. You
It's
know,
like, how did you are
so
you
like-
a person who got to the place where curling is your passion?
No, for
and
sure.
like you know,
No,
like
for sure.
how does that happen?
For sure. But like, curling is, yeah, what a ridiculous sport.
It's insane.
It is, but it's like
Jiminy.
putting with ice and a big. You know what I mean? It's putting with 7 people.
and
Yeah,
sweeping.
And sweeping.
and sweeping.
I just Googled like weirdest Olympic sport, and one of them was speed walking was once an Olympic sport.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
so funny.
Tug of war was once an Olympic sport.
That is hilarious.
Pigeon shooting. I don't know.
Pigeon shooting.
Yeah.
They used to have like arts and different things as a part of the Olympics, but I think they separated that into like
painting.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, did you know that poodle clipping was once an Olympic sport?
Now that's
Wow.
a separate thing.
Yeah, now exactly. Like
Yeah.
show dogs
They have
is
their
own
own,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, but
That's so
just
insane.
wait for show dog stuff to like make it into the Olympics. Like it's gonna happen like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
the Olympics also, it's like, because haven't the Olympics like been around for thousands of years?
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
So like,
I mean,
who knows what-
skateboarding and surfing are in the Olympics
The fact
now.
that
That's
those
like
are in the
pretty
Olympics,
insane.
Those are
yeah.
brand new, right?
Yeah,
This is the
brand
first
new.
year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, like surfing, I was like, what? Because like surfing, the conditions are so random.
That's the thing. I was looking that up and I was like, wait, are they doing it remotely from their hometowns? But no, they're literally just at a random
A beach
in
in
Japan.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like
they have like surfing competitions. So.
they do. I mean,
Yeah.
they have systems in place to grade surfing. I just think it's like when it's something so high stakes as the Olympics, where there's like standard issue height for the bar and a width for the bar. For
Exactly.
gymnastics, for example, or
Yeah.
for skateboarding, we're going to have our own like courses that are established
Yeah,
courses.
yeah.
But surfing occurs to me as just way too random.
Right?
Like you get a good swell or you get like some shitty waves. Like you
Yeah.
can't do anything about that.
Yeah. It's so insane.
But
Human body is so crazy.
it really is. Oh, dude,
Like-
watching these things in slow motion, it's epic.
And obviously, we're not athletes, right? We're not Olympic athletes, so we think that shit is crazy. But like, all our bodies can also do pretty crazy shit.
Oh, for sure. What do you think you would be in the Olympics for? Not with equestrian though. Like, what do you think you'd be in the Olympics for?
I've never done. I've tried it, but archery. I would love to be in archery.
That'd be pretty cool.
I want to try. I remember thinking archery was so fun as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what the sports are.
I was gonna say like,
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know
Oh,
that
you
many
know, I
sports
loved
either.
gymnastics as a kid. That was the one sport that I loved. Like, I could do the full splits. Like, I was actually so flexible, and I didn't keep up.
I think
I
I
wish
would
I
want
had.
to do fencing.
Fencing's
fencing
badass.
Yeah.
would be cool.
I would love to be good at fencing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you watched The Parent Trap recently.
I did watch the Parent Trap.
It's a great
the
display
first
of
time?
fencing.
No, not the first time.
Oh yeah, fencing.
So to remind you
Fencing.
about that scene when they meet is like there was this fencing and then they start running around the fucking camp like doing backflips off roofs and shit like
Oh my
amazing,
god, I
dude.
remember.
Yeah.
and then she like
that.
knocks her into like the fucking
Horse
the
thing?
horse trowel or whatever. Yeah.
By the way, Cindy like got a leftover vaccine. She's getting vaccinated right
Nice. Well, good to know that our friends are getting vaccinated.
now. I know.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You're
Or,
still
like-
not vaccinated, dude. Shit.
No, I freaking keep my phone open so it wouldn't lock, and then I wait for the alerts, and then I try to click it as fast as I can.
Oh, so you actually get the alert, like
Yeah,
and then
but-
you just have to click on it.
yeah, but
Damn. Yeah, because my girlfriend's getting her second shot in a week. You're getting yours in a week.
Yeah.
I think Jenny's getting her second shot soon. Yeah, so a good number of us actually are vaccinated. Well, dude, fuck. I don't know how much longer this quarantine 2-person rule is going to go on, but it seems like at least till end of August.
I think
Until end of like the
way
year.
into winter time
Fuck.
because
yeah.
it's
Whoa,
so
guys!
insane.
I just got this news alert. Simone Biles plans to compete in the balance beam final.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, nice!
really?
So she's having a good mental health day. Good for her. U.S.
she's
passes
amazing.
35 million COVID cases as California tops 4 million.
California's scary right
Jesus.
now.
I'm just looking
Now
at like top news
scared to
stories.
go.
This is crazy. Seen any good movies lately?
I've been watching. Are we just gonna go into it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I've been watching this pretty entertaining reality show. It's obviously a Korean reality show.
Of course.
But the premise is 3 couples live in a house for a week and they swap dates with like each other.
So 3
one another.
established
Wait,
couples?
I heard about this.
3. It's
They're
called,
not married.
No,
though?
they're just
Okay,
dating.
and they swap
different
dates.
levels of dating. Some like
Swinging.
2 years, some 10 years. And they're just swinging, like going on dates, and it's pretty freaking entertaining.
So what has happened so
sounds
far?
fun.
I would
wanna
never
watch-
do that. I would never fucking go on one of those shows.
Fuck no.
Fuck no, dude.
No way.
My relationship's
I mean-
always on the rocks as it is.
Yeah.
I don't need Jaehyun to get tempted by another hot boy.
Oh my god, that was the best answer ever.
Wait, so what drama has
my
arisen?
relationships are always
Well, so like all the couples are there for reasons. Like they're unsure about their relationship, so they
Yeah.
go there. And they've split up and gone on dates with different people of the opposite sex, and there's been sparks here and there, and then they come back, and the other person's always like really jealous, and
Yeah.
it's
Imagine
it's,
if you weren't.
Yeah, then you know the relationship's doomed, right?
Yeah. But there's this
Or
one.
it's like you're ready for an open relationship.
There's this one girl who just talks so much shit about her relationship and just in front of everyone.
In front of
and
everyone.
then she's like, "Oh my god, we fight all the time," and like just gives her boyfriend shit like constantly. And then she went on this great date with this dude that she was really into, and then she comes back and then sees that her current boyfriend, like had a really fun time with this other girl, and just like so jealous and
Typical.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's-
there's
typical.
basically just a lot of Korean jealousy going on the show.
yeah.
Well, what's it called? We'll check it out.
Change dates.
That name.
I think.
Change dates. Okay.
Yeah.
Change dates.
Wait, that reminds me. So Jaehyun and I went to El Pino for the first time, for her first time,
Wow,
right? I
haven't
took her
been
there.
there in ages.
It was still really
Was it
good. So
Did
she
you
like
have that shitty, crazy tequila.
no, we just got regular reposado. We learned from our mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, none of the
That
house
was
tequila.
insane.
The house tequila there is 3,000. So
it
it's
was
you get what you
like
pay for.
Something.
Yeah,
It
one
was
time. So one time,
something
Seline and
else.
I went, and
Yeah.
Celine was like, "I feel physically sick from this
it was,
tequila."
but then like I felt, and then afterwards we went somewhere
Yeah,
else.
we went to
afterwards and
Southside,
Had like
yeah.
a great time.
Yeah. Tequila's
Yeah.
the best. But anyway, so we went there. She tagged Chef D in the post, being like, "Oh, I'm finally at your restaurant." And then I guess like he was like, "Oh, who you with?" And she's like, "Oh, my boyfriend." And so she sent me some screenshots of their text because apparently Chef D has known Chaehyun for years since like the Volstead days. And he was always like in the text, he's like, "I was always wondering why you were single. Like I'd always ask the guys like why a good looking girl like you is still single. I hope he treats you well." And she's like, "Yeah, he treats me great." And then he goes, "It's always the nerdy ones that get the good girls." And I was like, and she sent that to me, and I was like, "Chef D thinks I'm nerdy?" Like,
Wait, once he found
so
out that
he-
she
'cause
was
he
dating
knows
you.
who you
he's like,
are.
"Oh, I think I know that guy. Yeah, he's a regular. Like, oh, it's always the nerdy ones that get the girl." I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not that. Am I nerdy? What the fuck?
Wait, that just goes. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you.
Yeah.
But I love that he thinks you're nerdy.
I know,
That's actually
I know.
incredible.
Maybe he just like remembered that you work in education or something.
Or that you're
Maybe.
smart,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. It's just that was funny because she was like, "I guess that's a compliment," and I was like, "I don't know, babe. I wish you'd never shown this to
I
me
don't
because
think
I don't
he
want to."
made like it wasn't meant for as a
Okay, that's
compliment.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Aaron's that's his new persona. Nerdy.
I'm the nerdy guy.
The nerd.
I haven't been there, but I've gone to the Ethiopian place downstairs.
Dude, they just
I
closed.
want to go there.
Again?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
they're done.
Again, really?
What?
They're done.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
shit.
completely gone, gutted.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I never even
because it
went
was
there.
gone forever and then it reopened.
no, it's like gutted now.
Like, oh, shit.
Wait, so is our James and them back? Your friends?
James got back, and
Okay.
he's the one that was exempted
Exempted
from
for-
quarantine somehow. Yeah.
You know, we still haven't met Jay's other friend group.
I've met Nancy.
Yeah, you met
Oh no,
one
of course we
them.
met Nancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still 2 others that you're hiding from us.
That's true.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
you
met them.
you know Chuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course I know Chuck.
we know Chuck.
Oh my god, Chuck! Like I posted a picture of my laptop and I had the no stress burger sticker on it, and he just comments, all the stickers on your laptop are great except for one. We got to get you a Cali Kitchen sticker. And I was like, dude, throw in shade, bro. Throw in shade.
Is that why it's
Give me
all
a
like
sticker.
fucking?
Well, I
ripping
also
off?
figure that I kind of want to don't want to be a billboard for restaurants anymore. I want to, give it a little more personality.
Right.
Anyway. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Side Dish Podcast. This one was a little bit all over the place, but
Nice catch up.
Yeah,
I feel
good
like I
catch up.
Caught up with Aaron and
Yeah, and we are trying to get new people on the podcast. So if you're listening and you want to be the new intern, we're taking applications right now. And with that said, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.